Ben Curry, flanker, Sale Sharks.
Do you want to say that a bit more boringly?
Right, go on then.
Tom Curry, flanker, Sale Sharks.
Yeah, good one.
That was exciting.
Obviously, our dad was a coach. Was obviously still very family orientated, and everything we did, we've done together as kind of us three. When we joined the London Grasshoppers, I think he was our coach until 14, 15. So yeah, the big driving force was him. He loves rugby, played himself. So yeah, I think that's what got us into it when we first started.
Even early stages of photos as kids, we had rugby balls in our hands, even then when they're like that big, and the ball was almost bigger than us. So yeah, everything's. Or we tried lots of different sports, but ultimately everything came back to rugby.
Yeah, there was probably a lot of times where we fell out, especially in the car on the way back. But no, it was always good fun. And like I said, it's nothing different. It's quite hard to explain it when it's what you're used to, really.
Yeah, it is hard to explain because it goes on now. Like everyone asks, like, how was it? Well, it still is, but it's still happening now. As kids, when everything's competitive, from every training session to even when we're kicking a ball in the garden. So I like to think we've calmed down a bit now, but we've still got the gym and certain bits that we like to compete on. But it's very competitive, especially when you've got lots of different sports, lots of different bits that you can kind of argue about.
The times where you couldn't even get back in the house after a game of garden cricket.
We locked each other out. Obviously, if one person was doing really well, the other one would always get really frustrated, and then you'd wind them up by just being like, "Oh, I'm finished here." Run inside, lock them out. Get an extra bit of 10% of anger out of them. So it was all fun. It's very special. Weird at the minute with no fans, because I think that whole Twickenham experience. I talk about England-Wales, the rivalry when you've got grandmas swearing at the bus driving into the Principality. It does add that extra % to the game. Anytime you represent your country, it is unbelievably special and proud.
When we went to Argentina, the stadiums had moats, and barbed wire. That was nuts. And like these stadiums, they don't have seats or anything. They're like literally made out of concrete with graffiti all over them. It's like they look pretty mental.
Argentina still sticks with me. Whether that I was lucky to play the first game, and when we were losing under the sticks, and it was genuinely like a football atmosphere. You look up and there's fencing, barbed wire everywhere. It's literally the stadiums go like that, so it's on top of you, and then it was just a proper hostile. It's a different hostility. It's like it was uncontrollable. Like anything could happen, and it would. Yeah. Well, I'm not too sure that's a great quote, but I'm pretty sure the better word's electric. It was an electric atmosphere.
I think we were the only two in our year to graduate from the academy, so I think that was, obviously it was massive to have someone else there. And then in terms of post-training stuff, analysis, stuff like that, we always had each other, so that's always been a big help.
Having someone who's exactly the same in the same position, really, especially coming in, it definitely, you have someone who's probably got sympathy for kind of what's happening. Ultimately we are different people, different paths and everything, but we're kind of experiencing the same thing. Nice in a way that we could kind of focus solely kind of on ourselves and the rugby side of it. So that was good.
I've never thought how many games can I play. It's about quality. I want to win stuff and achieve stuff with Sale. I don't just want to be there doing averagely. We want to win stuff. So it's nice to get that 100 appearances. Obviously, it shows I must have been doing something right, but kind of once you reach that, it's like, well, what's the benefit of getting all these appearances when you're not doing anything? I want to win stuff. So that's kind of the big target.
Playing for your childhood club's massive. we were there at Edgeley Park in Stockport watching, Jason Robertson, Sebastian Chabal waiting in the car park for his signature, and suddenly we're living it. So I think it's nice to kind of recognise that this is just the start, and it's all about enjoying it, as I said, recognising how special it is, enjoying it and loving it, and at the minute that's what's happening. So it's brilliant.